Ever reread an email like 14 times, afraid that just one wrong word was going to mess things up so badly that it was going to create a small international incident? Now, I'm being a little facetious, of course, but sometimes we critique our own stuff that hard. We go over it and we go over it and we edit it to the point where we've taken every bit of the heart and soul and the core and the you that is you, the us that is us, the thing that is the coolness that makes you so approachable, so exactly who you are and who you're meant to be, takes it completely out of that. Many people who have written a book and used, especially a traditional publisher, will tell you that they've experienced that at some point with their book. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've heard people say, I'm so done. I was so excited with my book that I sent it back to the editor and it came back and they totally hated it. And worse than that is when they say, and it came back and they had completely re-edited it and it didn't sound like me at all. They had edited my voice completely out of it. And the worst of that whole thing and that's bad. That's horrible. Okay. Bad editor. Don't do that. But worse than that is when we do that to ourselves. When we second guess our own voice, our unique brilliance, our coolness, that amazing stuff that is you, we second guess it so much that we edit ourselves out of our own content. We go over the post, we go over the email, we edit, like this is part of why when I do the lives, I just put them out here. And if I sneeze or have to blow my nose or whatever in the middle of it, I leave that in there. I keep waiting to, when I'm looking at like YouTube shorts or something, see one of me having a sneezing fit and somebody making fun of me. I'm just waiting for that to happen. For those of you who want an idea now you can go back through all of my things and clip out that Steve sneezing and just totally have fun with me. Don't mind. It's all good. I appreciate it. Um, but we worry, am I too direct? Am I too rude? Am I needy? Am I emotional? Am I this? Am I that? And we just get so up in our head that what we end up doing is completely writing ourselves out of that. We get rid of all honesty. We get rid of all the emotion, all of the uniqueness that's you. We soften things. We over explain it. We go into too much detail. We don't go into enough. And it just sounds like we're droning on and on and on with no real passion and purpose. And because of that, all too often, myself included, okay, so don't feel picked on here because I do this to myself all the time. We've edited our own signal, that cool presence of who we are in the world. We've edited it completely out to the point where it's not an algorithm that's burying us, it's us that's burying us. Hey, God Edits, glad to have you here. And Cake, really, really glad to see both of you here with us today. I mean, it's important for us to understand exactly who you are, the way you were made, the stuff that you do in the world is exactly what people need. And people are looking for that ability to connect with you. See, here's the thing. If we over edit, if we tamper ourselves out, if we sound like so and so or this person or that person, or we emulate somebody else, I've heard so many people say, I want to be the next Oprah. And I always encourage them, it's like, no, Oprah did a great job of being Oprah. What we want you to do is maybe fill the place that she's left in the world, but we want you to be the best version of you. People are going to connect, and some people aren't, and that's okay. That's actually a bonus. But people are going to connect with us when we are who we are. Because if we're not, then the people that do connect with us are connecting with this phony falsehood that we've edited ourselves into versus just being who you are. And the world, I can tell you absolutely, the world needs absolutely you. And there are far fewer people who are judging I have a good friend of mine. She tells a story about a typo she made in her Facebook cover. And she was talking about how, she had hundreds of people, because she had a fairly big following. She's like, people were just flocking in and saying, "Oh, I loved what you wrote there." And then one person came up and said, "Hey, did you know there was a typo in your cover?" And she politely thanked them and also knew, and this is the important part of it, knew that that person wasn't her ideal client. Because your ideal client couldn't care less if you had a typo in every sentence. They need what you've got. And the people who are looking at your punctuation, your spelling, your grammar, did you say that right? Is it accurate? Are they, when they're going to, an AI and they're doing deep research to prove you wrong, they're not your client. Because after you go through the whole discussion and you even maybe prove to them your point, they're still not going to buy. But the person who wants and needs what you've got, they're going to connect with exactly who you are and what you do. So let me ask you the question. Here's our discussion for today. What's something that you massively overthink and you do that edit? You overthink it before you do it. And how would it maybe serve you if you just put it out there? Just something to think about. I'd love to hear your comments. Tell me the things you massively overthink. I hope you're happy, safe, warm, and loved, that you're having an amazing day. And then until we're together again next time, which is tomorrow, by the way, I hope you have a great week.